Okay, so this is my Flight Elf Falcon series, Falcon 9 I think, and actually it's called a GD98 GPS Smart Drone. I paid just a little over $500 when I bought it new, so it's not the high-end ones, and I think it might have been in I bought an extra set of blades when I ordered it, and it was still around the mid 500s.
So let me take you back about 3 weeks, and this is what happened the day I crashed my drone and I thought the drone was done for.
So, see well, not the palm tree, but the Spanish moss hanging down? I took off right there to go up, just to get an aerial, 20 feet up, to get an aerial view. It hit that. Shot out over here, and the drone, see that piece of yeah, I did. See that little piece of wood sticking up? The drone went in right there. And the little piece that I found later was over there. The little foot. But that was it. So that's, I don't know, was it 10, 12 inches of water? But it was.
What are you doing?
So at this point, I just dried the drone off and put it away and thought it's done for, and Debbie and I hit the road and tooled around Florida for about 3 weeks. So we landed right back here at the same spot, Lake Panasoski, Florida, where I crashed the drone 3 weeks ago, and thought we're just going to take the time to figure out what's wrong with the drone. So I got it out.
Alright, so we took the screws out here and here, and this will pull right up, and this has a number on it. This is an A2. Okay, so this is my drone. This whole leg broke off. This is actually the second time this leg has broke off. There's glue from before, and now there's some fresh glue I've just added again, and we're going to let this sit about an hour. The gimbal has been a problem for quite a while. In my videos, they've been shaky, and I'm sure that's from previous crashes. So what I'm doing here, I'm very carefully put in just a little bit of a cotton ball. This is just a cotton ball, and I put in just a little bit on each side. The idea of the cotton ball is to keep the vibration down a little bit. Maybe that will help. Well, I don't know. We'll have to find out. So, crash number 3. Yeah, crash number 4 with my drone. Broke this leg for a second time. I have replaced the blades in it numerous times from the various crashes. Although, I got to tell you, this particular time, the blades don't appear to be damaged. None of them, even though it hit a tree, which flinged it into the swamp water. We're going to let everything set here and dry for an hour and put it all back together, take it out, and test it again. So we'll set a timer for about 45 minutes or so, maybe even an hour, to let all this dry. And let's just hope we still have a drone. It's been 3 weeks, 2 weeks. It's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've crashed this drone. And, well, we've got it put back together. I just hate to spend another $500 on another drone. If I can help not spending it, I will. So keep our fingers crossed. See if we can't get it back up in the air. Okay, so there we have it. Hook back up. I don't see, there's a crack in that one. I think I'll change that. That one's fine, that one's fine, and that one's fine. So we will change. This is the one that broke, but those are fine. This one's got a crack in it. We'll go ahead and make that change right now too. I did put the collision avoidance back on it. Not that that would have helped my last situation at all. But anyway, we'll take it out and give it a shot. So the idea is that that's going to somehow or another hold when it flies. At least that's the game plan. So okay, we're gonna try it. We've got it put back together. We've got the new leg on it. We've got the electronic wire locator for that side all set. I do have the collision avoidance attached to the top. This could be a big flop. We'll find out. Well, that's the first good sign. Okay. Okay.
Remember, this drone was underwater for almost 20 seconds.
All right. Guys, I am going to write this one off as a success. We're not going to do too much more today. But just a little bit. So, all right, we're good. Clear, clear. Everything seems to be working. There we go. Flight.
Did it fly?
Yep. Up, spun around and came back down, and I brought it down and grabbed it. I just didn't want to take any chances. Everything functioned on it. Even the gimbal, although the gimbal was probably jerky. Pull the footage from it and see how bad it was. Stable it is.
So I'll say I was creative with the Gorilla Glue.
It's like that broke in the same spot it broke the last time. You don't need to video this.
You needed to go to drone school to learn how to, and you want to buy a boat. You can't even fly a drone. Drone, say goodbye, drone. We're gonna put you in the water.
No.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I probably shouldn't be this excited about putting it in the water. Okay, people, let's see. Can he do it?
So I took it back to the scene of the crime, and we're going to try this again. This will be the first real test.
Here's Mark. Here's the drone. Well, Mike, put the drone Okay, let's put this drone in the water. Let's go. Come on, little drone. Don't need people. What are you doing?
So I'm going to rule this initial test flight a huge success. Although the gimbal is still a little bit shaky and vibrating, it's what I got to work with, guys. So anyway, what you see in here now is some future videos that we'll be working on where we've put the drone up. Occasionally we get some good shots, but it still has a little bit of a shakiness. It does a lot better job on still pictures than it does on motion or moving pictures. No new drone in my future, but then again, I saved some money, so I'm a happy camper. So hopefully we'll get a few more drone shots in the future. I want to thank everybody for watching episode number 1 of our new YouTube channel, Traveling Willy-Nilly Style. I hope you'll join us next week as we tackle another problem. An RV water leak in our 2021 Sports Trek travel trailer when we recently stayed in Georgia.
How do you do that one-handed?
Until we meet again. Cheers.